Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise, stack up your sources, and really pull out the actionable insights that matter for you. Today, we're diving into, well, it's a seismic shift in the digital world, something a lot of businesses are only just starting to wrap their heads around. We're talking about the evolution from traditional search engine optimization, SEO, to this new frontier called answer engine optimization, or AEO. If you've been watching your website, traffic maybe plateau a bit, or you're scratching your head wondering why ranking #1 on Google doesn't quite deliver what it used to, then this deep dive is definitely for you. We're not just going to clarify what's happening. We want to give you a tangible playbook for, well, what to do about it. Okay, let's get into it. For the last, 2 decades, digital strategy has pretty much revolved around SEO. Chasing keywords, building backlinks, measuring success by those top spots on Google. It was the holy grail, right? But our source material makes it really clear that #1 ranking, it just doesn't guarantee being seen anymore. It's a fundamental breakdown, really.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating here is why it's not just a minor update. This is like a complete re-architecture of digital discovery. AI is fundamentally rewriting the rules of how people find information, and it's doing it incredibly quickly. Our sources point to some key indicators showing just how dramatic this is, like Google's AI summaries. They're right at the top now, often giving the answer directly, and that alone is cutting user clicks to the actual websites by almost 30%. Just think about that. Nearly a third of potential clicks gone before anyone even sees a traditional link. But it doesn't stop there. Nearly 60%, 60, of all searches now end without a single click to any website. People get their answers right there in the search results. And crucially, it's not just Google anymore. Platforms like ChatGPT. A huge 77% of users are using them like a search engine. And get this, 1 in 4 users go there before they even think about Google. This isn't just about speed. It's a shift in user trust. People are letting AI do the heavy lift.
30% fewer clicks. 60% zero click. I mean, these numbers are just massive. But I'm curious, do the sources talk about who is losing out most here? Is it mainly like transactional searches, or are informational queries hit just as hard by these AI summaries? Because that feels like a really important distinction for creators.
That's a really good question. And the sources suggest it's much broader than just transactional stuff. Sure, navigational searches, looking for a specific site, they still often lead to clicks. But informational searches, exploratory ones, that's exactly where AI summaries and chat really shine. People ask complex questions. They expect sophisticated, concise answers. So if your content has that nuanced answer, but it's, buried behind a click, AI is just going to synthesize it and present it directly. The user's goal isn't to browse anymore. It's to know.
That really is the gut punch, isn't it? If your content isn't being pulled into those AI answers, you're basically invisible. Doesn't matter if you technically hold that top spot in the old rankings, because people just aren't clicking through like they used to. Your message, your expertise, your brand, it just doesn't reach them. This isn't just a tweak. It's, like you said, a generational change in how people find solutions. So, okay, to really get this new landscape, we need to contrast the old and the new. Our sources draw a really sharp line between SEO, what we've known for years, and this AEO thing.
Yeah.
SEO, historically, it was about specifics, right? Keywords, backlinks, driving raw traffic volume, kind of a numbers game, getting people to your page.
Exactly. And AEO, it shifts that focus completely.
Yeah.
It's less about that brute force traffic. It's more about becoming so credible, so authoritative that AI systems don't just trust you. They actively cite you, reference you, pull your insights right into their answers. Success in AEO means you are the source of the answer the AI gives, not just a link someone might click.
Yeah, you could think of it like this. SEO is climbing that ladder, right? Trying to get to the top rung of Google. AEO is more about making sure you're the story the AI tells when someone asks a question. You become the narrative, not just, a footnote. It's much more fundamental.
And the data really hammers this home. Our sources project that by 2026, it's not far off, traditional search traffic could drop by as much as 25%, a quarter. A quarter of the traffic many businesses rely on could just evaporate. Imagine the impact. The front door to the internet. It's not just a search bar anymore. It's rapidly becoming a chat box. If you're not ready for that, you're losing the conversation.
25% is huge. And it makes you think, for a lot of businesses, a 25% drop isn't just a bad quarter, it's a crisis. So it really begs the question, how do we actually adapt? How do you navigate this? Thankfully, our source material gives us a pretty clear roadmap. It outlines 5 strategic pillars for winning in this AI-first discovery era. Let's break them down one by one, give you a clear path forward.
Okay, pillar 1. This is all about fortifying your technical foundations. AI it still relies heavily on solid technical SEO signals to actually understand and process your content. Think of it like the groundwork. You can't build a strong house without a solid foundation, right? Same idea here. AI can't cite you if the technical stuff isn't sound. It's essential infrastructure. So this means making sure your site is fast, definitely mobile-friendly, easily crawlable by machines. These are, evergreen SEO principles. But they're even more critical now because these AI crawlers, they're incredibly thorough. You also really need to use schema markup heavily for FAQs, reviews, products, how-tos. Schema isn't just descriptive, it's like prescriptive. It tells the AI exactly what your content means. It turns text into machine-readable bits, entities, relationships. So AI can accurately pull Q&As, understand product features, synthesize steps in a guide. It makes your data instantly usable.
Okay, and let's zoom in on a detail here. The sources mention clear XML sitemaps, crucial for AI to map your site, but also considering a special LLMS.txt file. This is kind of like robots.txt, but it's specifically for large language model crawlers. So LLMS.txt isn't just a gatekeeper, it can be a guide. While robots.txt tells search engines what not to crawl, LMS.txt could potentially instruct specific AI models, like GPT-bot, on how to engage, maybe point them to key data sets or set parameters for summarizing proprietary info. It's like a finer level of control for this AI-first web. And here's the crucial takeaway for you. Don't block AI crawlers like GPT-bot or Bing-bot. If you want to be cited, you have to let them in. Give them access. The bottom line is pretty simple here. If AI can't crawl your stuff efficiently and understand its structure, it just can't cite you. That's step one. Absolute must. Okay, pillar two. This focuses on creating AI-optimized content. Content is still king? Absolutely. But now it needs structuring differently. It needs to be snippetable and semantic. Snippetable basically means it's easy for AI to grab short, direct answers, like from a bullet list or a quick paragraph. And semantic means it's designed so AI understands the meaning, the relationships within your content, not just keywords. Connecting, cause and effect, or problem and solution. Think about breaking content into modular pieces, like Lego bricks, yeah? Things AI can easily lift and use. Use clear headings, Q&A formats where they make sense, bullet points for scanning, concise summaries right up front. Our sources even recommend adding short, targeted FAQ sections to key pages. Perfect for AI to pull from. It's not just human readability, it's machine parsability.
And beyond just the structure, the quality is absolutely paramount. Your content needs depth, accuracy, unique insights. Why? Because AI systems naturally prefer authoritative, verified sources. They're designed to find the best, most reliable information. If your content is shallow, or just rehashed stuff, or not clearly accurate, AI just won't choose it as a source of truth. You got to be the expert.
Right, and as an example, the source highlights Viv, that wellness brand. They really leaned into this, focused on expert-written, super detailed articles, going deep. It wasn't just surface-level stuff. It was original, authoritative content. And the result? An amazing 400% boost in AI-driven traffic. And get this, a 436% jump in sales.
Wow.
Wow, powerful stuff.
Moving on to pillar 3. This is about expanding your authority beyond your own website. And this is critical. Your website is just one piece of the puzzle for AI. AI pulls info from all over the internet to build its answers, right? It cross-references, it validates facts. So your credibility needs to stretch much further than your own domain. Your brand needs to be seen as an authority everywhere. So to get cited consistently, you need to be quoted elsewhere. Credible external sources, journals, industry publications, media outlets. Think thought leadership. Building a strong presence in structured databases. Absolutely crucial. Wikipedia, Wikidata, Google Knowledge Panels. AI trusts these for facts. And really important, make sure transcripts of your podcasts, your webinars, your videos are available online. That turns all that rich audiovisual stuff into text AI can discover and cite.
You could almost think of it like digital PR for AI. Making sure your voice, your expertise is out there, validated in the huge data sets AI learns from. Not just on your site, it's about being part of that broader, trusted information ecosystem, creating this digital footprint of expertise that AI just can't ignore.
Yeah, Salesforce is a great example here. They meticulously optimize their knowledge base, their trailhead content, key external resources. And it wasn't just about user experience. They saw a 40% jump in engagement, 25% better leads. Why? Because they directly influence AI's understanding of their expertise. They became the answer source for their stuff.
Okay, pillar 4. This means embracing AI-specific tools and analytics. We used to rely on, Moz, SEMrush, Google Analytics for SEO, great tools for keywords, traffic volume, but now We need AI-first tools, new metrics to really track success and understand what's happening in this new AEO world. You absolutely have to track AI referrals separately. Use tools like GA4 to figure out where users are coming from after an AI prompt, what they do next. And new tools are emerging, things like BrightEdge's AI modules or SEO Clarity for entity optimization. These are becoming essential for digging deeper into how AI actually sees your content. And look, a direct way to check. Test queries yourself. Go to ChatGPT, go to Bing Chat, ask questions relevant to your business, see if you get cited in the answers. It's like a real-time audit.
And this also means defining new KPIs, key performance indicators. We have to move beyond just looking at organic traffic volume. We need to measure stuff like how often is our brand or content mentioned by AI? That's AI citation frequency. What about AI referral conversions? What's our overall AI share of voice in key topics? These metrics give you a much clearer picture of your actual influence, your success in this AEO era.
And this next point, this is often where you see the biggest opportunity. Early data shows that even though AI referrals might be smaller in volume right now compared to traditional search, they are much, much higher in quality, converting anywhere from 5 to 10 times better.
Yeah, and it's not just luck. Our sources suggest it's because the user interacting with the AI. They've often already got a sophisticated, personalized answer. They come to your site with a pre-vetted need, often much further along in their decision process. Not just starting research from scratch, you're meeting them at a higher point of intent. That makes that smaller volume incredibly valuable. So the fifth and final pillar, this one's maybe the most fundamental, shifting your mindset from keywords to conversations. This is less about specific tactics, more about culture, overall strategy. It really asks, how do we fundamentally change our whole approach to discovery within our organizations? And the advice here is pretty clear. Stop obsessing over just raw traffic volume from old school search. Instead, focus like a laser on being present, being relevant in the right conversations that AI is facilitating. Redefine what success looks like. It's not just website visits anymore. It's about influence, relevance within those AI answers. Becoming the trusted source. That's the goal.
So how do you actually do that? Well, you need to train your teams to think conversationally. Ask yourselves, what specific questions are our customers asking AI, and are we answering them better, more thoroughly, more authoritatively than anyone else? This whole landscape is evolving so fast, so you have to embrace experimentation, be agile. You can't just set it and forget it. It's an ongoing dialogue with AI and through AI with your audience.
Yeah, and the core of this pillar is really that AI-first discovery rewards clarity, authority, and truly user-centric content. It's about genuinely helping the user find what they need, maybe even before they fully articulate it themselves, making your brand essential to their discovery journey.
So what does this all actually mean for businesses, for brands out there? Our source material gives some really compelling proof. Companies already winning, showing this isn't just theory, it's happening now. Real results.
Yeah, we see several strong case studies. Rocky Brands, for instance. They didn't just tweak, they restructured content around AI clustering. Q&As led to a 30% bump in search-driven revenue. Significant.
Yeah.
Salesforce optimizing their help articles, fewer support tickets, yes, but also a big jump in qualified leads. The AI was basically handling first-level support effectively. Viv, the wellness brand we mentioned, that deep expert content led to massive revenue growth, punching way above their weight. And Stack Media, they reformatted content into clear FAQs summaries, cut bounce rates by a whopping 73%. These aren't small gains, they're transformative.
These examples really show you, don't they? Early movers are getting disproportionate rewards here. They're not just treading water, they're thriving, establishing a lead that's going to be really tough for others to catch up to.
Now, of course, adapting.
Yeah.
It does require investment. The sources are clear on that. Tools might cost anywhere from, say, $10,000 up to $200,000 a year, depending on your scale. And if you bring in agencies or consultants, that could range from $1,500 to maybe over $10,000 a month. So yes, there's a financial commitment.
That's a fair chunk of change, definitely not trivial, but the sources claim that the biggest cost isn't the investment, it's doing nothing that feels almost too simple. Can you maybe elaborate on how inaction becomes so much more expensive in AEO? Because just saying it costs more.
Right, exactly. And it's not just a philosophical cost. It's tangible. It compounds.
Our sources point to a couple of critical mechanisms here. First, competitors who move fast. They're not just grabbing market share, they're building entrenched authority within the AI models themselves. Once an AI kind of learns to trust a source, that trust is incredibly sticky. It's like building brand equity, but inside the AI's brain almost. If AI keeps citing your competitor, it reinforces their position, making it exponentially harder for you to break through later. You fall further behind. Second, that ROI data. It's not just about revenue, it's efficiency. Those smaller volume, higher conversion leads, they free up resources you'd normally spend chasing low-intent traffic. So inaction means you're likely spending more to get less, while your proactive competitors are spending less to get more. It's a double whammy.
That distinction is absolutely crucial. Okay, so this isn't just another digital marketing trend. We are living through another internet revolution. Just like the rise of search back in the 2000s or the mobile shift in the 2010s. It's that fundamental. A basic change in how information flows, how businesses connect.
Exactly. The mandate from our sources is crystal clear. Adapt and lead. Or, frankly, risk disappearing from the digital map. The choice is stark, but the playbook is there.
Okay, so to recap this really crucial deep dive, the 5 pillars for winning in this AI discovery era are: 1, fortifying your technical foundations, get the nuts and bolts right. 2, creating that AI-optimized content, snippetable, semantic, high quality. 3, expanding your authority beyond just your website. 4, embracing those AI-specific tools and analytics, measuring what matters now. And finally, number 5, shifting your mindset fundamentally from just keywords to actual conversations. The future really belongs to those who provide the most direct, authoritative, and trusted answers. You need to make sure your brand is the one giving those answers when AI gets asked the question.
So what does this all mean for you to sort of mull over as you think about your own strategy? Consider this question. If AI-driven discovery keeps evolving at this pace, how might it fundamentally change the very nature of human inquiry, of information seeking, in the next 5, maybe 10 years? And perhaps more importantly, how will you proactively position yourself, your organization, to not just survive, but actually thrive within that future?